Hello, everyone. Just want to talk to you briefly about God is not a man that he should lie. And so, in my meditation, in my devotion time on this morning, I got to telling God that I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to make this happen, I'm going to make that happen. And I heard the Holy Spirit say, I got you. I got you. And if you're a typical uh, Christian, when God says he's going to do something, it ain't that you don't believe God, but you know that God doesn't work in your time frame. And so, my thought was, okay, God, I know you got me, but, Lord, I want to see some change now. And so I left out, went to the store. And after I got to the store, I picked up some things that I needed. And I'm standing in line, and there's a man that walks in. And when the man walks in, he's like, I'm looking for some rubbing alcohol. And, he said, I need some help. So I kind of looked around, just to kind of see if I seen it. And he ended up finding it. And so he was like, well, thank you, young man. Thank you for looking. And so he came and got in line. And I said, well, go ahead of me because you got way less items than I have. And so the gentleman got to talking, and he said, thank you for your patience. And I said, no problem, and he was just like, you know what, I'm gonna pay for that. He told the lady behind the register, I'm gonna pay for his. And so he paid for mine, and as I left out, I got to thinking, there was a flicker of insight where God was showing me that he really got me. And it doesn't take anything for someone to bless you when God puts that on their heart. And so I realize that many times we have a weight problem. When God says he's going to do something, he's not a man that he should lie. He's going to do it. But we have a weight problem sometimes, not a WEIGHT. We have WAIT. We have a weight problem. And so I want to admonish you that while you're waiting on the promises of God, the things that God has spoken into your life, the things that God has said that he is going to do, uh, we should be serving God. The Bible speaks of waiting as in serving, and so when you go to a good restaurant, you have a waiter or a waitress, and there's somebody that waits on you. They tend to whatever it is you need, and we should be tending to whatever it is God has called us to do in this waiting period. Instead of focusing more on what we want, let's focus on what God has said and what he wants, that he will get the glory out of our lives. And so another thing happened, on today that kind of pointed in that same direction. I went to go get something to eat on my break, and I walked in, and the manager just handed me the food and said, have a good night. And so that was another indication of God saying, I got you, you know. And so God has us. We don't know who is set in place to bless us, and just like the two people that uh, help me on today, God has people in place that are going to bless you. Some people don't even know that they're going to bless you, but God has conditioned the hearts and minds of people, and some people have determined that they're going to take care of you in some areas. And so we don't have to worry, we don't have to doubt. God has all of this under control because he is not a man that he can lie, that he should lie. He does not lie. We need to examine our weight problem and walk in patience, knowing that God has us. He got us. I know we want to see things come to pass quickly. We're the microwave generation. We want things to happen, instantly. But the thing about it is God doesn't, operate on our time. God doesn't pay EPB. He doesn't pay Tennessee American Water. So he's not on a time restriction. He doesn't have time restraints on him. God can do whatever he needs to do in time or out of time, and so what we deem a lot of times is out of time is the right time in God's eyes. And so I believe that God is setting the stage in our lives. that he will get the maximum glory out of our lives. And so let's wait on God as we wait for the promises that he's promised us. And I believe that God is just going to blow our minds. I know that things might look a little sketchy, things are a little rough, prices are increasing, but we serve a God that owns everything. And so why should we be worried? Why should we fret? You know, we don't have anything to worry about because we serve God, and he blesses us according to his riches and glory. And so, you know, we don't even have to put all of our trust in the job or the business that we own. Our trust should be in him, knowing that he is going to take care of us because we belong to him and we are his children. All right, I love y'all. Y'all be blessed.